Yo, what's going on? What's going on? What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to another episode of Foreign Insight Podcast with your host Maddox, man. And something happened the other day in the Bronx. No, was it the Bronx or Harlem? Something happened the other day in New York. And this is not shocking to me because people, if you're not from New York, let me put y'all into something. Let me put y'all on to something, I should say. A lot of drama and fights happen over a simple order in a deli. Nah, I ordered my sandwich first. Nah, I ordered my. This happens regularly in New York. And it's kind of wild that people will argue over a sandwich. But this right here comes from a case when a woman stabbed a man to death over a spot in line, I guess over a sandwich. Well, let's take a look at this, y'all. Let's take a look.
The deli counter turned into a scene of a deadly stabbing.
A postal worker was killed and one woman is under arrest this morning. Let's get right to Good Day's Briella Tomasetti. She is live outside that bodega in Harlem. And Briella, investigators believe this all started over who was next in line to order at that deli.
Yeah, Tashani and Dan, good morning to both of you. All literally over a sandwich. That woman, the suspect identified this morning as 24-year-old Jaya Cruz. She has been charged in the murder of 36-year-old Ray Hodges, who, was killed on the job yesterday. He was stabbed to death here in the deli behind me in Harlem. Now, Cruz could be arraigned on second-degree murder charges as early as today. Let's get right to her being escorted out of the 28th precinct yesterday. It happened shortly before midnight. Cruz was covering her face with a black hooded sweatshirt and avoiding questions from reporters. According to police, the attack happened inside Joe's Grocery on Malcolm X Boulevard and West 118th Street at about 2:30 yesterday afternoon. Hodges, an on-duty postal worker, was found with stab wounds about the body and rushed to Harlem Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Police confirming with us this morning that the stabbing followed an altercation over a spot in line and that a knife was recovered at the scene. Neighbors tell us they ran into Hodges all the time on his daily route and are in complete disbelief that this even happened.
I know the guys who deliver mail.
Oh my goodness, man. My phone, hold on. This is terrible, man. This is terrible.
And just like that, he's gone. It's very scary. Anytime you wake up, anything can happen. You can just, like they said, it's an argument. So you can just say hello to somebody and you stab. Something like that. It's disheartening, to say the least.
100%. This is terrible. This is OD terrible, man. Now, that was a tall lady. She looked kind of like she could be a trans, but I'm not going to say she's guaranteed one. But this is crazy to me. Over a sandwich? Really? A sandwich? You unalive somebody over a sandwich, man. But other news came out also about this case, right? Further information came out. Let's take a look what this person had to say.
Details surrounding the stabbing death of a U.S. postal worker in a deli. Police have identified the 24-year-old suspect who's charged with second-degree murder. An employee also tells us the two were regular customers who had no history of disputes in the past. Christy Collegian has the story from Harlem.
We're hearing from an employee who tells us exactly how this all unfolded. He says it started right here while the two were waiting in line, fighting over who was first in line. Then that argument spilled over here to where the coffee machine is and got physical. And here's some new video of 24-year-old Jaya Cruz, who police identify as who allegedly stabbed.
I don't know why, but this woman gives me trans vibes. I don't know.
got physical. And here's some new video of 24-year-old Jaya Cruz, who police identify as who allegedly stabbed to death 36-year-old Ray Hodges, a U.S. postal worker. And this employee tells us that it seemed as though Hodges was here first, and then Cruz crossed in front of him, and it sparked a whole argument. Here, take a listen to what he said.
I separate them. The male guy in the front, the lady, she was in the back. She's spilling him in his face, and male guy, he get mad because she's spilling him. So he was lemon juice next to the coffee machine. He throw on her. So she took the knife. This is so bad. This is my first time I see this happen from my face.
And this all unfolded yesterday at around 2:30. We also heard from a teacher at a nearby school who says they had to go into lockdown, which is customary for any sort of dangerous situation out here. But of course, it was very scary for her and the nearby community, who was all just shocked over this violent incident that happened right here. And also hearing from the USPS that issued a statement saying that it is looking out for the safety and well-being of its employees, and that it is working diligently with the NYPD as they investigate the situation.
That lady should be charged with first degree. First degree. Because you pulled out a knife and stabbed the man after you spit in the man's face. After you skipped him, you spit in his face. Then get mad that he threw juice on you. That's crossing the line. I must pull out my knife. I must pull out my knife. We always teach men, not to hit women. And when you teach this to men not to hit women overall, it should be detailed and nuanced on when it's not okay to hit women. In this case, he should knock that ass out. By not hitting women, this lady right here end up unaliving him. Right? So the women don't even fear danger anymore because the men are shamed or told they can't hit women, not to hit women. So women are going beyond their safety. No, they don't even understand danger, basically. They're going beyond because a man ain't going to hit me and go wild. It's a prime example of a woman not respecting men. Because she automatically expected a man ain't going to do nothing to her. That's why she spit on him and skipped him in the first place. Throw her tall ass in jail for first degree. For real. And here's the sad part about it. She's going to end up with less time than a man in that same situation. And that's the sad part. I thought women wanted to be equals. So she should get the same time a man should get. No exceptions. You unalive a man because of your feelings, man. And rage. R.I.P. to you, brother, man. R.I.P. to you. I don't really promote violence, man. I just wish he would have knocked her ass out. And just suffer. All right, cool, you must get arrested for the night, but you'll still be alive, man. You got to, men out there, if a woman trying to unalive you or hurt you in any way with hot water, a knife or a gun or a stick, you have the right to protect yourself. Knock her ass out. Because I'd rather you knock her out and y'all both live than her to physically unalive you. And I also advocate if a man beating on a woman, if you got a weapon, knock his ass out. Because you're defending yourself also. But back to this case, man. It's unfortunate. New York is crazy, man. It's bugged out. Well, I'm going to hit you back up later, man. Y'all be safe out there. Love y'all. Peace. Y'all remember earlier when I mentioned that I think that tall lady looked like a trans? After further investigation, it was a trans woman. The article says a knife-wielding suspect accused of fatally stabbing a post-service worker in New York deli during an argument who was next in line has a violent criminal history. I think Jair Cruz, who authorized described as transgender, was charged with second-degree murder in Thursday's stabbing slashing. Now, the question I have for you, I ain't got to read the rest of it. The question I have for you is this. Why did the left-wing media paint this as a regular woman? Why? This was a trans person, a trans woman, which is AKA wereman. This wereman stabbed the man and caused him to be unalived. Do you see these weird labeling on things? Let's call it what it is, man. A trans person, a trans woman stabbed and killed a black man. I just want to put that correction at the end of this video, man. With that being said, later.